if you haven't yet been initiated into the fur parent fraternity, think of these breeds as your canine starter pack. Pondering a plunge into the world of woofs and wags? Let's unwrap the prime pooches for newcomers like yourself, sprinkled with their charming and occasionally zany traits. 1. Labrador Retriever. Alright, here's a quick geography lesson for you. Contrary to their name, Labradors didn't originally frolic in Labrador, but rather the icy coasts of Newfoundland. A bit of a head-scratcher, right? Labradors have cemented themselves as one of the globe's top doggy darlings. Their expressive eyes, a cocktail of playfulness and anticipation, seem to perpetually ask, "Alright, what's the game plan today?" Now about their training wheels, or rather lack thereof. Labradors are a dream to train. They absorb commands as quickly as a sponge soaks up water, making them ideal for those new to the dog training rodeo. It's a cherry on top, coming in delectable shades of chocolate, sunshine yellow, and sleek black. Their spirited escapades paired with an almost magnetic pull towards water, whether it's a muddy puddle or the vast ocean, promise a life filled with antics, giggles, and the occasional splashy adventure. Tasha 2 Golden Retriever. Ah, the illustrious Golden Retriever. These golden bundles of joy can trace their lineage back to the misty terrains of the Scottish Highlands. Back in the 19th century, they were the hunter's trusty sidekicks, bred specifically to retrieve shot game from both water and land. With their water-resistant double coats and a nose that won't quit, they were simply impeccable at their jobs. But let's chat about training, shall we? Their intelligence and desire to please make them a dream to work with. Alright, human, what do you want me to do next? Now, moving beyond their dazzling brains, let's talk beauty and temperament. At heart, they're playful goofballs, always up for a game of fetch or a romp in the park. Their temperament is as golden as their coat. Gentle, friendly, and incredibly tolerant. It's no wonder they're a favorite not just as family pets, but also as therapy and assistance dogs. With a Golden Retriever, you're not just getting a dog, you're gaining a loyal companion, a fearless protector, and a furry bundle of ceaseless joy. Number 3. Bichon Frise. Oh, the Bichon Frise, a name that rolls off the tongue as gracefully as the breed trots around the living room. Their tale begins in the sun-kissed Mediterranean, aboard the ships of Spanish sailors. These little white fluff balls were traded widely due to their irresistible charm, eventually finding their way to France. Bichons had snuggled their way into the courts of French royalty. When it comes to the training department, Bichons are quick on the uptake. Their intelligence shines through and they can pick up new tricks with a dash of flair. However, don't be too surprised if occasionally Monsieur or Mademoiselle Bichon channels their inner French diva. Playing a little hard to get? But fret not, a gentle nudge or a tantalizing treat usually does the trick to reignite their enthusiasm. But the real showstopper? Their temperament and those oh-so-pettable curls. They are, in essence, living, breathing cuddle magnets. Affectionate doesn't even begin to cover it. Bichons are like those sticky notes that just won't let go, always eager for a snuggle session. Their hypoallergenic coat just adds to their appeal, making them an excellent choice for those with allergies. Number 4, the Pug. Ready for a whirlwind tour down history lane with the little emperor of the dog world? Pugs, with their squishy faces and big soulful eyes, trace their lineage back to ancient China. As legend has it, they once roamed the lavish halls of Chinese emperors, probably whispering state secrets and royal gossip to each other. These petite pooches were so revered that they often had their own guards. Imagine that mini entourage. Later, through the threads of trade and exploration, they made their way to Europe, capturing hearts from the streets of Paris to the royal courts of England. When it comes to character, oh boy, are pugs an enigma. They're a delightful blend of mischievousness and affection, with a sprinkle of drama thrown in for good measure. Training a pug, it can be a bit like directing a willful actor on a film set. They've got brains all right, but sometimes their inner diva decides to take center stage. And they might need some coaxing, and perhaps a delicious nibble to follow the script. A pug on your lap is like having a mini furnace, warming you with both their body heat and their unconditional love. Number 5, Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. Let's step into our time machine and whiz back to the opulent corridors of the British royal courts during the 17th century, lounging on the laps of duchesses or playfully cavorting near the throne. The Cavalier King Charles Spaniel was the darling of the English monarchy, named after King Charles II, who was rarely seen without a couple of these spaniels at his heels. The breed became a symbol of royal luxury. Their silky ears, gentle curves, and those irresistibly expressive eyes made them a favorite, not just as decorative lap warmers, but as beloved companions. Now fast forward to the modern day. While they've traded royal courts for cozy living rooms, their charm remains undiminished. When it comes to training, Cavaliers are no slouch. Their intelligence shines brightly, and they're quick to pick up on cues and commands. But let's be honest, these are spaniels we're talking about. Their hunting lineage means they're often easily distracted, especially if there's a rustling in the bushes, or heaven forbid, a squirrel darting about. but one look into their large, almond-shaped love-me eyes and all is forgiven. The true magic of the Cavalier lies in its temperament. This breed embodies love. If ever there was a breed that could be termed the ambassador of affection, it would be the Cavalier. Number 6, Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu, often mistaken for a furry cushion or a particularly extravagant mop, has a lineage as luxurious as its coat. This diminutive dog, with its distinctive pushed-in face and flowing locks, traces its roots to the mystical land of ancient China. Here's a fun tidbit. The name Shih Tzu translates to lion dog, and they were bred to resemble the traditional Chinese guardian lion statues. Not quite the fearsome creature the name suggests, but with a heart as big as any lion's. The Shih Tzu's regal air wasn't just for show. They were treated as nothing less than furry blue bloods. Training a Shih Tzu in the contemporary era can be quite the adventure. These little scholars, with their keen intelligence, typically grasp commands quite swiftly. But just a heads up, every once in a while, their ancestral memories of being pampered in palaces might resurface. Suddenly, the eager-to-please pupper might turn into a little emperor or empress, expecting you to be at their beck and call. A belly rub here, a treat there. Sometimes it's hard to tell who's training whom. But for all their occasional diva moments, Shih Tzus are predominantly filled to the brim with affection. Number 7, Boxer. The Boxer. If one were to pen a thank you note to Germany for its contributions to the world, Boxers would surely make the list right alongside Beethoven's symphonies and those scrumptious pretzels. Boxers are the embodiment of strength, wrapped up with a ribbon of elegance and sprinkled with a dash of goofiness. These medium to large size canines originated in Germany in the late 19th century. They are descendants of ancient war dogs, and their history is as rich as it is fascinating. Boxers were initially bred to be hunting companions, chasing and holding down large game such as deer and wild boar. Later on, their roles evolved, with many serving as police dogs, service animals, and even in military roles during the World Wars due to their courage and tenacity. At home, Boxers are like that high school sports star who is unexpectedly also the class clown. They are incredibly playful, often puppy-like in their antics, bounding around with boundless energy. You'd think all that frolicking might mean they're all brawn and no brains. But oh, how wrong that assumption would be. These pups are whip-smart. Training them can be both a delight and a challenge. They catch on quick, but their playful nature means you've got to keep things engaging. Their short, sleek coat, often in hues of fawn or brindle, is almost emblematic of their straightforward, no-nonsense nature. But beneath that athletic exterior lies a heart of gold. Boxers are fiercely loyal to their families. They possess a unique blend of protective instincts combined with an enduring patience, especially around children. So if you're looking for a companion that's equal parts guardian and goofball, the Boxer might just be your ideal match. Number 8, Beagle. The storied journey of the Beagle winds its way back to the epics of ancient Greece, where they were celebrated for their tracking prowess. Fast forward a few centuries, and these compact hounds with their distinctive droopy ears and soulful eyes have firmly cemented their status as one of the world's most cherished breeds. But it's not just their historical lineage that makes them stand out. It's that unparalleled olfactory gift. A beagle's nose is a marvel of nature, equipped to pick up scents, with a sensitivity that would make the world's best detectives green with envy. However, this super sniffer sometimes means training sessions can morph into unexpected adventures. Picture this. You're in the middle of teaching them a new command, and suddenly, they're off, nose to the ground, hot on the trail of a captivating aroma. But it's precisely this mix of earnestness and distraction that makes them so irresistible. Sociability is practically a beagle's middle name. At dog parks, they're often the exuberant greeters, wagging their tails at newcomers and initiating games. Their insatiable curiosity, paired with a friendly disposition, ensures that life with a beagle is replete with moments of joy, laughter, and the occasional chase after a tantalizing scent trail. Number 9, Dachshund. The Dachshund, affectionately dubbed the Wiener Dog for its distinctively elongated physique. Originating from the artistic landscapes of Germany, this breed was carefully crafted for a specific purpose: to chase and dig out the likes of badgers and other burrow-dwelling animals. These intrepid hunters needed to be small yet fierce, and the Dachshund rose to the challenge with aplomb. They might be pint-sized, but within those short legs and long body beats the heart of a lion, always ready for an adventure or to defend their turf. However, it's not all about bravado with these little guys. Dachshunds are sharp-witted and often catch on to commands and tricks in a jiffy. But, be forewarned, their bravery often dovetails into a rather headstrong disposition. They've been known to occasionally don the hat of a canine rebel, especially if they catch a scent or see something intriguing. Still, their lively and playful demeanor, coupled with a bark that sounds like it, belongs to a dog thrice its size, ensures that life with a Dachshund is never dull. In essence, they're like that pocket-sized book you carry, small in stature but packed with intriguing tales and unexpected twists. Number 10. Papillon. The papillon, with its name evoking images of delicate butterflies, first fluttered its way into hearts in the rolling meadows of France. Historically, these little charmers were favorites among European royalty, with many a noble lady painted holding or beside a papillon. It's easy to see why they were such beloved companions. Those iconic plume-like ears framed their expressive faces, bearing an uncanny resemblance to the fluttering wings of a butterfly, which is, incidentally, what papillon translates to in French. Now don't mistake their dainty appearance for fragility. These petite pups are nimble, alert, and incredibly intelligent. They're like those brilliant dancers who make every move seem effortless, always seeming to be on the balls of their feet, eager for the next act. Training them is often a treat, as they possess a fervor for learning and a keenness to please. However, their extroverted nature means they thrive on social interaction. Whether it's engaging in a spirited play session, performing tricks, or just basking in the adulation of their human companions, papillons relish being in the spotlight. Adopting a dog is a long-term commitment, and it's essential to choose a breed that fits well with your lifestyle and experience level. While the breed discussed are generally good for first-time owners, individual dogs have their unique personalities and needs. Always spend time with a dog before adopting to ensure a good match, and consider adopting from a shelter, where many loving dogs of all breeds are waiting for homes. Alright folks, that's a wrap. If you enjoyed diving into the world of our furry pals with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tail-wagging content. Until next time, keep those paws and vibes high.